Graduation Day, the open road. The day Northwood High had been marching toward finally arrived. The air was thick with the scent of cut grass and expensive perfume. Hundreds of polyester gowns, maroon for the boys, white for the girls, swirled around the football field like a sea of lost sails. Jake sat in the front row, his cap straight, his face a mask of polite boredom. He had won most likely to succeed, but as he looked at the gold tassel dangling in his peripheral vision, he realized he had already succeeded in the only way that mattered. He had found a way out. Cassy was tucked in the back, her white gown modified with a subtle lace trim she'd sewn on at 2 a.m. Underneath her robe, she wasn't wearing heels. She was wearing her beat-up Converse, ready for a quick exit. As the ceremony dragged on, Jake's father gave a speech about tradition and building the future. Jake didn't listen. He was looking at the parking lot where his cherry red Porsche sat, packed to the brim. The back seat was a chaotic mountain of Cassy's sewing machine, rolls of denim, his favorite records, and 2 duffel bags. When the final names were called and a cloud of caps was tossed into the blue sky, the crowd erupted into a frenzy of hugs and photos. Jake didn't wait for his parents to find him. He didn't wait for Brittany to try for one last goodbye photo. He moved through the crowd like a man on a mission, shedding his maroon gown as he went, leaving it draped over a folding chair like a discarded skin. He found Cassy by the side gate. She had already ditched her cap, her hair messy and free. "Ready?" he asked, breathless. "Are you?" she countered, looking toward the parking lot where his parents were currently searching the crowd for their golden son. "Once we go, Jake, the Porsche is probably the last rich thing you'll have for a long time." Jake reached into his pocket and pulled out the cassette tape from the water tower. He flipped it to side B, us. "I've got the car, the girl, and the music," he said, clicking his heels together. "I'm the richest guy in this zip code." They ran. Not a slow cinematic walk, but a full-speed sprint to the car. Jake turned the key, the engine roared to life, and he popped the tape into the deck. A high-energy new wave anthem blasted through the speakers, drowning out the sound of the graduation band. As they sped out of the Northwood High parking lot, Cassy leaned out the window, letting out a wild, triumphant yell. Jake reached over and grabbed her hand, shifting gears with the other. They drove past the "Welcome to Northwood" sign without looking back. Ahead of them was the highway, shimmering under the June sun, stretching toward the city where the neon lights never turned off and nobody knew which side of the tracks they came from. The Porsche disappeared over the horizon, a streak of red against the green trees, leaving nothing behind but the faint sound of a synth-pop beat and the smell of burning rubber. The golden boy and the rebel girl were gone. Their story wasn't a tragedy or a cautionary tale. It was a hit single, and the volume was just starting to turn up. The end.